Y'all ready to get to know my girl Ajada Reigns? I know her. First of all, I know her. Okay, I know her. That's like, I got to also share a stage with Ajada. It's a long time ago. Maybe last year, 2 years ago. I was asked to perform at one of her events, and I was like, this woman is absolutely incredible, and I can't wait for the opportunity to have her on my platform. So I wrote this little cute thing. Can I read it? Because I wrote it. I'm a poet, so I be writing shit too. All right. So some voices entertain, and some voices impress. And then there's the voices that remind you why sound was created in the first place. Right. Our feature tonight was born into music, shaped in church, refined at the Harlem School of the Arts, and tested at the world-famous stage Apollo Theater 3 times. I never been there once. Okay, but beyond the accolades, what makes her powerful is not just range, it's presence. She doesn't just sing, she summons energy into the room. Please welcome a powerhouse with soul, spirit, and a voice the world absolutely needs. Put your hands together for Ajada Reigns. I'm in a world that's breaking my heart. So, Ajada, you grew up in a musically inclined family. Like, it was all around, everywhere you went. So I'm curious to know, what was the first sound that you remember loving as a youth?
Mary J. Blige, I'm Going Down.
What?
Yeah, I remember. First off, thank you for having me. I was so focused on the set. I was like, oh, these interviews going to be good. I wonder who she interviewing. This is going to be so interesting. And then she was like, please welcome Ajada. I was like, oh my God, me. But yeah, Mary J. Blige, I'm Going Down. I did a majority of my growing up in Newark, New Jersey. And I just remember hearing it play out of a car stereo. And I'm like, that's good. So I remember singing it like, walking down the street. I'm like 5 years old. I don't know anything about what the song is about. We all had no business singing some of the songs that we were singing. So yes.
Yes. You know, that's my karaoke song. Even I can't sing. I can't sing like you. But when I go karaoke, that's my song. It's either that or some Biggie, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. We love that.
So outside of the music, because I know it plays a big part in, you know, who you are. Yeah. But there's more to Ajada than that. So who is Ajada when that mic shuts off?
Ajada is a daughter. She's a sister. She is a teacher. I'm a few things. I also work with autistic artists and help them bring their songs and their visions to life. I give them vocal lessons and help them work on their artistry. And so, yeah, I do a few different things. Thank you for asking. I don't think I've ever had anyone ask me that.
I had no idea that you did all those things.
I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, being an artist, it's tough sometimes to balance and compartmentalize all of the different roles. But if you're a creator and you're out there and you're listening, I just want to say kudos to you, because the balance of being a creative and you know, functioning in everyday life and all the different roles that we play as women. I can speak as a Black woman at that. Kudos to you.
Yes, absolutely. And I was gonna ask, like, that balance, how are you able to balance the urge to create versus the urge to be a responsible adult and do the things that are on the to-do list?
You know, and that's tough. especially when, I've been recently diagnosed with ADHD, but we are not claiming that, okay? I've been functioning my whole ADHD. Life. I ain't about to start taking up medication now. I've learned to be able to, to really be able to manage and just organize and try my best to keep up with everything. But for the things that we can't control, like the weather, like don't worry about stuff like that. But first and foremost, God, like that is like, my savior right there. It takes a lot of the weight of thinking like I have to be perfect. I have to, because it's hard to criticize yourself as an artist, as a creator.
Right. We're probably the biggest critics of our own work too.
Absolutely.
Do you have like a hack, a life balance hack that works for you?
For me personally, prayer, and recently, within the past year, just appreciating myself. I've been dating myself.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Oh, my gosh.
So right? Those standards, right?
Yes, oh, my God. And then I love on myself so well now. It's kind of like if I do meet somebody, it's like if you are not doing what I do for myself, I don't know.
Or more.
Right? If you're not adding to my happiness. So one of the things is just being happy with yourself, first and foremost. And I'm really appreciative for this season of singleness because, you get a chance to really fully express yourself and learn who you are, because you're not the same as you were in your teens, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. You're not the same as the decade before, even 2 years before. So yeah, I think that's one of the hacks, just loving on myself.
I love that. I do that too. I take myself movies, dates, restaurants.
You absolutely have to.
Right.
Trips,
solo trips.
Just got my new passport yesterday.
Okay, gang, let's go.
I don't know where I'm going,
right.
but I'm going somewhere.
We going somewhere. I love it. I know. I mean, you're a professional. I've seen you doing rehearsals. I've seen you at shows. I've seen, you dropping content. So you seem to be like truly confident and comfortable in who you are as a person and as an artist. But is there a version of you that still gets nervous before stepping on a stage?
It's so funny that you should say that, because this has probably been the most relaxing I've ever felt before a show, and it has got to be the energy that you have siphoned in here through everyone else and everyone that has purchased a ticket to come here. I mean, the vibes, everything is just aligning, everything. I don't know, but I do still get maybe just a little nervous if I'm doing like a tribute show, or like I have to memorize something. Maybe I might be in my nervous from that, because sometimes my memory plays tricks on me.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
But I would say, yeah, I don't think I get nervous in a sense of like I'm not supposed to be doing this. That's another thing. Like right. You have to. Sometimes we are our own worst critic, and sometimes we could think like, there's these new terms out there, imposter syndrome, and this, that.
That's one of my questions.
Enemy can make you
jumping ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Because sometimes the enemy will have you believing that your gifts are not real, and that you are not supposed to be doing this when you absolutely are. And so I thought at some point, actually recently of last year, like, I don't know, am I supposed to be doing this? I don't know. Like, maybe I just need to just go back to South Carolina and settle down.
Girl,
go settle down and have some kids.
Girl.
I'm going to still do that anyway. But
yeah, but you got time.
We got to die empty, We have to die empty. We'll transition empty. Get all the creative stuff out, yeah.
I love that. Was there a moment when you learned a lesson about your power with music? Really more.
Okay, so there's a good lesson, and then there was well, you know what? They're all valuable lessons because you learn from them. One of the lessons that I learned is that your voice and your words are power, and they will manifest. So I was in a season where I was, just creating, just writing. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm a songwriter. I can write about different things. Like, it doesn't have to be, this or that. And I wrote about just, the experience of cheating and the experience of things happening, right? And then some years later, it actually happened exactly the way my
God, not you manifesting the drama.
Exactly. I manifested the drama. I mean, some things are just, inevitable to get to, your next season. But that did teach me that my words are power, and that it will come to pass and manifest. So I'm more mindful of what I write in this season of my artistry, hence now forevermore. So that was one lesson that I
think the poets in the room can definitely agree with the power of words, for sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure. You've sung in 4 languages.
Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah, I did my research.
You dug deep.
I know. I was up late. I was like Googling and shit. And right? Like, chat, tell me about Ajada. They're like, well, she sings in 4 languages. Did you know that? No, I didn't know that, chat. Tell me more. What languages? And is there one that you feel closer to your spirit?
I would say, so there was German, Latin. There's sign language, which is like my most recent.
What?
And yes, there's English. There's Swahili. And so I would say the sign language, it does kind of hit home for me. I don't have a deaf family member or anything, but it is something that because I was classically trained, so we had to sing in these different languages. But sign language is something that I took up on my own. So I took like courses and went to YouTube University, and started learning that. And so I would say, between that and the Swahili.
Oh, yeah. That's so cool. When you're up there singing your heart out, who are you singing for?
Ooh, that's good.
I'm curious.
Okay. So, first and foremost, the Creator. He's put me here to just experience and to give whatever I learned, and to be the voice, right, for people that may not have it or might relate to mine. But just about my experiences and people that might relate to what it is that I'm singing about. Because I don't know, in artistry and being a creative, sometimes we might feel isolated or alone. But yeah, I would say that was one of the things that I learned in songwriting, is writing for yourself first. Because some people go into it with the mindset of, I gotta write a hit, something that people gonna relate to. And there are strategies behind songwriting and different things like that. But for me personally, my artistry, that's why I said I don't know if I make it like in mainstream, because they manufacture hits nowadays. It's not like in the 90s where the people chose. Like now you can pay to play. And so is one of the things. So I would just say, myself, with the hopes of snagging a couple of hearts along the way.
Oh yes, you're gonna snag all these hearts tonight. I'm telling you right now. And so this experience at the Apollo, you won 3 times. Yeah. Can everybody go, wow? I know, right? What did that affirm for you, and what did that challenge?
Okay, so I learned in my experience of performing at the Apollo Theater is that when you are in this artistry and on a journey of being a creative, you are on it for yourself first and foremost, and don't expect anyone to show up for you. I have done several shows at the Apollo Theater, and have had times where no one showed up, where it literally was the crowd that really decided. Even having a sibling in the same town, and still no one showed up, So for me, I learned, don't expect anyway. It could even be friends. Sometimes we get frustrated. I know this is a little off topic, but sometimes we get frustrated when we put out content and nobody reposts or
I like this topic.
likes or shares, you know, and we're like, I just talked to you yesterday, and y'all know how passionate I am about this and this, that, and the third, you know. And most of the times it's strangers that show up for you, and that's who showed up for me at the Apollo Theater, strangers. So I do appreciate the experience while learning a lot about just not even stressing out about the people that you love that don't show up for you, right? Like just being affirmed in yourself and knowing that this is still what you're meant to do without that, you know, reassurance of just having people there doing stuff for you.
Yeah,
with you.
For sure. I have a belief. I have I guess a conspiracy theory, you know. I'm gonna
Usually conspiracies are true, but go
they
ahead.
are. They've been coming true lately, so don't judge. I have like the board with the strings and everything. I believe that people, when they're your family and your friends and you're very close, intimately, like relationship wise, I feel like they take us as artists for granted because we're always gonna do that thing, right? Oh, she's always gonna be singing. She been singing forever. Oh, she always gonna be doing poetry. You know, she been writing in her books since she was a little girl. I'll catch her at the next one.
Exactly.
I'll catch her at the next one. And I always joke around and be like, yeah, but then if like something happens to me, you gonna be like, damn, I should have went to the last show. Like I should have, you know, you gonna be crying the loudest at the funeral. Like
It's
you
true.
wasn't even at the last show.
It's true.
But strangers, I feel like you just they're in awe because they see a different light. You know, the light that your friends and family see in you it's not that it's not valid. They're just used to it. You know, it's like, yeah, that's her and her light. You know, when someone's experiencing your light for the first time, it's like, oh my God. Like when I first met, I was like, why doesn't anybody know? People need to know about this woman. I need to tell the whole world about you.
I appreciate it.
No, it's girl.
And that's not a conspiracy theory. That is very true. Like that is just the truth. There's conspiracy and then there's fact. Like that is a fact. So take your strings down off your board. It's true. You've solved it.
Fact check.
It's true.
It's true. I want to ask you 2 more questions and then we'll open up the space for Q&A. If we can get Lady K back here to help us with the mic passing. But in the creative process for yourself, what is your favorite part of your creative process and what is the part that is most challenging?
Oh, that's good. That's real good.
I'm curious.
You had some good questions.
Thank you.
So I would say the most fun part about creating is obviously the part where I hear a beat, right? And it comes on. And I'm not one to I do melodies first because melody is like key. You know, the first thing we hear when we hear music, we don't listen to the word. First thing we hear is melody. Then we go to the lyrics and then everything else. So I'll go in the booth and then I will, mumble whatever melodies that I'm hearing. And that's like the best part because it just comes out, flows out exactly the way it's supposed to. Mm-hmm. It's not thought about. You don't have to think about it.
Wow.
So there's that part. That's the best part. Then there is the marketing after you drop the
deep
song.
Breath. Yes. Oh my gosh.
We're just going to skip to that part. After everything is recorded and everything is packaged up and you have everything on, your distributor and everything goes out, you set your date. Then there is the promotion part. I know. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That part, it can be fun. So you have to remember to keep it fun and make it fun for, the artists and the poets out there that, record your stuff and put out your projects. Just remember to do your promotion. Otherwise, a lot of people, it's the music business or the entertainment business. I know poetry is a sacred, it's sacred, but at the same time, if you want people to hear it, it's inevitable. You have to do marketing. You have to get your stuff out there. It's there for people to hear.
Yeah,
so
I know. It's so annoying, but we
there's
got to
that
do
part.
it. Imagine back in the days when you had to get on a horse and take flyers.
I thought you were gonna go to the 90s. I was pressing up my own CDs. She went back into the horse and carriage Bridgerton days. I said, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm so extreme like that. Anytime, this is because that is my
Lady Rose, do you care to hear my poetry?
Summon the horse and carriage. I have a poem to share.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm very extreme when I'm mildly inconvenienced about living in this first world country, and I'm mildly inconvenienced. I always have to like put myself in check and be like, what am I bitching about? Because back in the 1800s or 1300s, they wasn't. This was not even an inconvenience, So I try to like. That's my way of talking myself off the ledge and bringing myself back into gratitude, right?
That's good. I'm gonna use that. You actually, she gave us a new perspective. We thought she was going 90s, but we gotta think back further.
Further back.
We gotta think back
Bridgerton. Further. I'm telling you.
Okay, Lady Rose.
This is like a 2-part question. It's like a reverse question, but let me know what you think. What do you believe the world needs from artists right now? And what do you believe artists need from the world right now?
Oh, I like that. Gosh.
I know. I like this one too. When I wrote it down, I was like, girl, get the tea.
I believe that artists should be, like Nina Simone said, reflecting the times, because we need to wake up with a lot of things. We have to wake up. It's like the veil is already coming off, right? We're in a season and in a space. I don't want to get too deep, because but I feel like this is a space to get deep if you are going to get deep, right?
This is a safe space.
Well, thank you. And so, I do feel like we should reflect the times, and we should be, putting that into our artistry. And I think that's in reverse of what the world needs. We need truth. We need transparency and vulnerability. It connects. So if you weren't already being vulnerable and your artistry was just like a front to escape your real life, I think that, there's another side to that. You should definitely, just be transparent with yourself and be honest with yourself. And that way you'll see in your perspective, because perspective is key, right? So the way we see the world is through, whatever we perceive. And so if we perceive the truth of everything, then I think the world would be a better place.
Absolutely. I had a mentor tell me one time that the more vulnerable your work is, the more universal it becomes. And I think that that's like in line with that, like being vulnerable and just putting it out there and not being scared to tell your story. You'd be surprised how many people in the room have a parallel story to yours. So thank you for sharing your story. All right, we're going to open it up to the beautiful audience here. We have our beautiful co-host, Lady K, who's going to be hosting our performance section. Say hi to Lady K. She's going to be passing around the mic. If anybody has some questions, we'll open it up for a couple minutes for that.
Does anyone? I have one on my way to the rest of them. So I did also do my research, and I saw that the youth is very important to you. Can you tell me what you want them to gain from your art?
Oh, that is good. So I used to teach 3rd grade, right? And they used to say everything like, Miss Samira, why your legs so skinny? Like, they would say anything. And I love that about kids, is because they're just so open to, they're like sponges, And so what I would want them to gain is that, I would sow into them. We would do songwriting hour, and we would do songwriting. And I would have them basically write just affirmations and positive affirmations of, themselves, because how they see themselves is how they'll show up. And so I have a song off of my album. It's called Grits and Fufu. You see the merch table out front. So on Grits and Fufu, it says, my brain is the soil and my thoughts are the seeds. And whatever you sow, that's what is going to manifest in your actions and what's going to come to you. So, yeah. Thank you. I know, right? I would feel real special if I would have got a snap, because I'm not a poet per se. Oh, yeah. Don't do that. Y'all gonna make me sing a turn.
Yeah. First of all, thank you for being here, and thank you, JRose, for hosting this. So you've mentioned perspective and traveling between like South Carolina and Newark and everywhere. Has it, and how has it, the environments possibly influenced you or changed you in your artistry?
That's good. That's good. And you from the Carolinas, am I correct? Yes. Okay. Come on, South Carolina, South Kakalaki. No, we had a little powwow back there, and he was like, yeah, when I moved up here. I'm like, well, where did you move from? He's like, Charleston. I was like, oh, hey, boy, from Charleston? Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, I did a significant amount of growing up in Newark and New York and Columbia, South Carolina. And so I would definitely say it has made me, first and foremost, I would say a very well-balanced individual, because I could be New York when I need to be New York, and then I could be like a lady if a nice Southern belle if I really want to. So I really feel like it's made me really well-balanced. But just in the experience of being able to have, just going to school. Going to school in Newark, New Jersey is way different than going in South Carolina. They have different resources. So I don't know. It's a good balance. In my artistry, I got a chance to be around a lot of different music growing up in New Jersey, from house to R&B to hip hop to, I was born in Manhattan, so we moved to Jersey. So between New York and New Jersey, I would say I got a lot of culture, because New York is like a melting pot, right? Mm-hmm. And then in South Carolina, then you get I come in the club, shaking my dress, throwing these bows and busting these heads. But you're irrelevant, something my residence, best back up far for you. I've been a diamond, committed a crime, not leaving a trace, not leaving a line. We knucking it bucket, cause I got a 9. Okay, all right. I ain't got no 9. Oh. I ain't got a 9. Only thing I'm missing is my grill. Where's my grill at? I need that grill. I need that bottom grill right there. I put mine in the dryer. It never came back out. I left it in my pants. I left it in my pants, and it just don't know where it went. So yeah. Yeah, you see, that's what happens. So I just stopped buying real jewelry. Just been losing it. So yeah, thank you for that question. Thank you.
Hello. You were talking about a little bit of manifestation in writing, so I want to go the other way. What was the most difficult thing to write about, to go through, and did you ever? How did you challenge that block?
So you mean? Let me make sure I understand the question. Something that I wrote that was manifested and that I had to go through? No. Okay. Bring it back. I want to make sure.
It's on the other side, because I'm a writer and a therapist, so I do the things together. Okay. So what was the hardest topic that you knew you needed to write about, to go through? And then how did you challenge that block?
Oh, that's good. So one of the hardest things I feel like I've had to write about was I was going through a relationship. I think I've told you this story, but I'll actually perform the song today if y'all stick around. And you said we here. We might as well have bought our sleeping bags and be snowed in and shared all of our poetry and stuff. We just got it in one big circle, right? Right? So it's a song called Home, and it talks about basically just like your home frequency, and it talks about just like the hurt, manipulation, narcissistic things that have been done, and I overcame it by leaving him. It was a 10-year relationship, right? So it was tough because I'm like, 10 years. But yeah, that was something that I wrote. I had to write it, get it out, and then overcome it. Yeah. Thank you. My trying to waste up all my good years.
Did I miss anyone? Y'all got a question?
Right?
Greetings, how are you? I currently work with autistic and ADHD students as well. One of my students actually just won a talent show sharing a poem, and I was really excited. So I wanted to know, what encouragement do you have that I can take back to my students that sometimes deal with certain challenges that I might not be able to know how to articulate to them, that gives them encouragement?
Oh, and I could just tell you're a wonderful, amazing teacher. I'm not even sure if there's much that I would be able to tell you, because it seems like your students are thriving already. I would just say continue to just, be there for them, reaffirm them. I'm not sure if you have, I've had nonverbal students and had to really, really pull out of them. So it was a real challenge. But yeah, I would just say you growing in your creativity and your artistry helps them, because it naturally comes out when you get around them, and it kind of spills over, and it kind of, makes us grateful and thankful that we're able to be in that space. And thank you for what it is that you do. We really appreciate that, because our autistic community and artist community, it's all, yeah, we appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You say ADHD, I might need to be one of your.
That's what I'm saying.
Students.
Where's the registration?
Please, I need it.
I'm struggling.
I'm serious. I'm learning though. I'm still learning. I'm growing.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you for your questions and for being curious and sharing this space and this moment with us. We're going to take, I would love for you to tell people where they can find you on social media before we transition to the performances. We're going to take a real short break to shift the seats because the performances are happening over there. You don't got to move the seats, but you got to get off this. We can't. I did not work out for that today, okay? But please let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find your music that they're about to witness.
Absolutely. You can find me on all streaming platforms and all social media at Ajada Reigns. So that's AJADA. Reigns, REIGNS. And once again, I really do appreciate just such a warm crowd and y'all having, me and the band. We have I'll introduce them, once we get on the stage, but they're absolutely amazing. So yeah, again, Ajada Reigns, everything, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor. Table.
I have one hoodie left of the Power hoodie. You'll outperform Power, but
yes, I love that song. Yeah, so talk to her. There's merch there. Order some food, some drinks while we change the seats, and then we'll get started with our performance. We'll do the raffle as well. Okay, thank you. Take it away, Brian.
All right, so are we ready for our feature? Yes. And so you guys already learned a lot about her. She has music that you can dance to. She has music that you can listen to on the way to work so that you don't fight your boss. You know what I'm saying? She has music that motivates you in the gym as well. But there's one song specifically that is stuck in my head. It's living rent free. And Cloud mentioned it by accident. It's a different type of ring. Oh. Yes. So y'all know hold music, yes? So this is the hold music that goes in my head when I'm on FaceTime waiting for the person to answer. It goes, answer your phone, answer your phone, answer your phone, phone, phone. And then it gets angrier and angrier. But she sings it beautifully. So go look up that song. It's called Ring. It's a different kind. Yes, that's my song. I just need you to know. Actually, I want it to live rent free in y'all heads too. So y'all gonna sing with me. Y'all ready? Yes. It goes. Ready? Answer your phone. Answer your phone. Answer your phone. 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 Okay, there we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. So give it up for Ajada
I don't think I've ever been introduced like that.
Mommy bad enough, I let her fly you. Pistol in the glove compartment. Entertaining Rolls Royce spilling cushy crumbs.
I have never been introduced like that ever. Thank you so much. And that would be the only song I'm not doing today. But please go and stream it. It is on all streaming platforms. So yeah, once again, I appreciate JRose for give it up for her. Please, like, she can't control the weather, but she controls so much in this place. It is beautiful in here, and she brought everyone together. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Just a heads up, this is going to probably be the most emotional Black empowerment, love, like, I don't know, but we just here for an experience, right? Yeah, can we get a vibe? It's called Secret Garden. Okay.
I like this song. Yeah.
Oh, y'all know this one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do a little bit of it. Now, before I get started, I also want to just introduce the band here. On percussion, we have Colin Mitchell. He is absolutely amazing drummer. I've been drumming with him for the last maybe 4 years or so. Yeah. And on keys, we have Paul Wilson Bay. I call him the wizard because he just always knows what to do. He hooks things up. He's many things. So thank you. Thank y'all for sharing the stage with me. Lay your hand on my pillow. Even when you're far away. No one is to know what you're feeling. No one but me and you. Oh, I won't tell your secrets. Your secrets are safe with me. I will keep your secrets. Just think of me as the pages in your diary. Everybody say, oh, 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 everybody say, I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. Okay, your secrets, break it down. Secret. See, baby, you my little secret. No, I won't tell, and that's how they gotta keep it. You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. We should never let it go, never let it show. Cause you know, like I know, we should never let it go. You're my little secret, and that's how we should keep it. You should never let it go, never let it show. Cause you know, like I know, we should never let it go. Now listen, that is not the best song. You remember we were talking about songs in the 90s you weren't supposed to be listening to? That was one of them, because they know they had no business writing up music like that. What? Your girlfriend would never know. You know, that's crazy. But alright, we appreciate y'all just being open and singing along. Y'all sound good. I'm not gonna be before y'all long. JRose said, listen, you got a few minutes and then you gotta get off the stage. She did not say that.
She's like, girl, bye.
No, she didn't. Now, I originally performed just this little snippet of version of this song by a poet by the name of Jasmine Mans. Anybody knows her? Yeah, so we sat in the studio all night actually recording her debut album Black Boy Gold, her EP project, and so yeah, that was my voice on her project, and so yeah. Many men, many men wish death on me, Lord. I don't cry no. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Betty, 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 was death on me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Betty, 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 Betty. Was death on me, Lord, I don't cry no. Somewhere my heart turned cold. Betty, 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 was death on me. Yeah. I've been walking with my face turned to the sun. Weight on my shoulder, with a bullet in my heart. I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. Yeah. I do what I can when I can while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stay. Take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna keep on moving towards that separating line. I'm welding through muddy water. You know I gotta make up my mind, and I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I fight for the strength that I got until I die. That's when I'm gonna stand. Take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling me to their circle? Keep on keeping on. But I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone. Oh, I just might fail, but Lord knows I tried. As sure stars fill the sky, stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Y'all all right? Yo, glad y'all still with me. This song is called Power. Again, I have one power hoodie left out there. It's an old song. Now when I say I got, you say power. I got. Now when I say I got, you say power. I got. Who told you that I ever really needed you? If we gon' do this, we might as well tell the truth. You needed more than I ever needed from you. Hey, look at me stand up with my hands up, with my hands proud. 'Cause we got power in our hands. Yes, we got power in our feet. We got power all over me. Yeah. 'Cause we march the beat of our own drum. 'Cause we march the beat of our own drum. 'Cause we march to the beat of our own drum. We bout to blow up like a famous bubble, yeah. 'Cause if we could ever do it all over again, I would. I'd be more loyal to myself, 'cause I know nobody could do it like me. Nobody could work hard for me. Nobody could see what I see. For me, for me, for me. Speaking to my people, still. 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 'Cause we march the beat of our own drum. We can't take it no more. It's been way too long, way too long, way too long. Now when I say I got, you say power. I got. Now when I say I got, you say power. I got. Now when I say secret, you say God in secret. Secret. We gotta whisper it. Okay. Now when I say, 'cause it's a secret, right? I say secret, you say God in secret. Secret. I say secret, you say God in secret. Secret. Yay. Thank you. Oh man. All right. I can have it. Can I hold this for a second? All right. Okay, I'm gonna try something. You know, I'm not a poet. Anybody? Any Joe Scott fans? Yeah. Okay. If y'all feeling generous, y'all feel free to give me some Joe Scott tickets. I didn't get any, but you know, feel free. All right. You know what? I think I need to keep the mic out my hand for this one. So I've been affirmed that I'm a little bit of a poet, but I can't take the credit for this one. So you might recognize it, but it's one of my favorite. All of those songs at 10 years old that we wasn't supposed to be listening to. It's one of them that I wasn't supposed to be singing this. Love rain down on me, down on me. butterflies, 84 degrees, he was brown, deep. Said he wanted to talk about my mission, listen to my past lives. Took me on long walks to places where butterflies rest easy. Talked about roses and Maria, reparations, blue colors, memories of shell-top Adidas. He was fresh, like summer peaches. Sweet on my mind like block parties and penny candy. Us was nice and warm. No jacket, no umbrella, just warm. At night we would watch the stars and he would physically give me each and every one. I felt like cayenne pepper, red, hot spices, Sonia, heaven and miles between my thighs. Better than love, we made delicious. Delicious. He had me tongue-tied. I could hear his rhythm in my thoughts. I was his shark, his horn suction, his boom and his whip, and he was mine. Love rain down on me, down on me. The rain was falling and slowly and sweetly and stinging my eyes, and I could not see that he became my voodoo priest and I was his faithful concubine, wide open, wide loose like vows at the collard greens. The mistake was made. Love slipped from my lips, dripped down my chin, and landed in his lap. And us became new. Now, me non-clairvoyant and in love made the coochie easy and the obvious invisible. The season was changing, I couldn't see the season changing and the vibe slipping off its axis. Our beautiful melody became wildly staccato. The rain was falling and I could not see that I was too cloud and that took eyes and to drown in his sunny afternoon. Cumulus clouds, 84 degrees, melody. On me, down on me, love rain down 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 on me, down on me. Yeah, I shouldn't have been singing that at 10 years old. Nah. Definitely not. Talking about some made that coochie eat. Get out of here! You don't go feed a butt. Okay, so this is a song, and you guys are getting the exclusive. It's called Home. It is not yet released. And it's the overcoming that I talked to you about. I had an event. It's a women empowerment event. And he had the nerve to bring the side chick to my shop. We've overcome. We have overcome. Can I get a little snap for overcoming? Because home talks about a place that no one should be able to get to. It's your home frequency that should never be thrown off. And sometimes the people that we love the most, including our kids, our spouses, our siblings, they can take those places. And so we have to remember to remain just balance and keep that place for ourselves. Home. Home. I try to channel my emotions. I shouldn't have give you everything in my devotion. Give you an inch, you take a mile. You talk to me like I'm a child. I walk away and then you file. You make me smile and wipe my sorrows away. Like that shit ain't even happened. No place like home. Sometimes I wanna be left alone. No place like home. Sometimes Sometimes I wanna be left alone. I try to be my best behavior, so I channel my emotions right down on the paper. I try not to ask for any more favors, because they all have prices they have to pay. No place like home. Sometimes I wanna be left alone. No place like home. Sometimes I wanna be left alone. Every time I think about your love, I think of the future I can get enough. I crawl, I walk, I cry, I talk to myself sometimes. I drink, I smoke, I get me another glass of wine. Sometimes being alone, sometimes being alone can tear you up sometimes. Sometimes being alone, sometimes being alone can tear you up sometimes. We talk, we change, we grow, we remain the same. But we're supposed to grow through our communication. And I bet you're mine, but don't let you feel the same. No place like home. Can I get a little snap? Home, home. No place like home. Home. No place like home. 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 Thank y'all so much for having me. Thank you, JRose. Once again, my name is Ajada Reigns. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. There's the table out there. I have t-shirts and hoodies from the album I recorded in Ghana. It's called Grits and Fufu, because I was just a little southern girl over in Ghana, and I'm like, yeah, grits and fufu. They eating fufu over here, so that's I'm gonna name the album. So yeah. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. And the song Power, I have, again, one hoodie left, and it's actually discounted. It is the last one, so I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know. So many different
All right.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Soul Square Fed. Thank you so much. We're gonna wrap up the night. Please make sure you connect with Ajada. There are other artists in the room as well, so make sure you talk to them on your way, getting yourself together to head out. I just want to thank you all for showing up and being present despite whatever's going on outside that's going to meet us out there. I don't know if anyone here is super religious. I'm not even a holy roly like that, but I feel can we just say a quick prayer before we all leave?
Yeah, absolutely.
God, Jesus, I just want to pray over everyone that's in this room. Watch over them. May they all reach their destination safely and soundly. Thank you for allowing them to get here on safely as well. But please watch over everybody in this space and let them get home. And thank you so much for creating all of us. Thank you. Thank you. See, I'm not that good at this. I'm not that good at this. Yeah. No, you agree. God don't judge. God don't judge.